Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Mariposa Homeschool. Today we're going to do something a little bit different and I'm going to show you how I budget using this budget binder that I created. If you are interested, please stay tuned. So today I decided to do something a little bit differently and show you guys this budget binder that I created. Just to give you a little bit more of a background to it, I never was really good with finances. I had my son very young and I never had a handle on money. I never saved. I never had a budget. Well, going into my marriage, I realized that my husband also did not budget, he did not save, and we were both spenders, and we were gonna have a new baby, and that scared me. There were times when bills were forgotten to be paid, and I realized that we were not going down the right path. We were not starting off our marriage on the right foot, and these are not lessons that I wanted to teach my children. So I went on the hunt for a budget binder or notebook or planner or something that could help me. And I found that most budget planners are either way too vague or they didn't have what I was needing or looking for. So I used them for a little while, but recently I decided that I was going to create my own. And this is how I came up with our budget binder. So once I got a little bit more confident with using Canva, I created most of the items that you'll see inside of the budget binder. If not, I will let you know what I didn't create. So this is just a 1-inch green binder is what I start with. And I will say too, I am a visual learner. I learn best when I see things. I love pen and paper. I do utilize my phone note section or calendar, but I, for the most part, love to have something physical that I can hold and flip through like this. That's why I came up with this budget binder. And this is just a 1-inch binder, green because of money. On the cover, I put Strzelka Family Budget Binder, and this is for the year of 2023. Of course, I'll have to make a new one for next year, but I also put a Deuteronomy quote here. It says, "It is God who gives you the ability to produce wealth," and that's Deuteronomy 8:18. We never want to forget where our wealth comes from. God is the one who blesses us with our jobs, with our talents, and I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget that it's all His. He gives it to me to manage for Him, but in reality, I like to remind myself that it's all God's. So I created this cover on Canva. And so what I was looking for was, and I'll show you my tabs here. I do have tabs down the side. I put Mr. Krabs because, of course, he loves money, and I love SpongeBob. So the first tab here is what I call bills at a glance. Now, I have all the different months here. Let me turn this way. I will zoom in. So this is my monthly calendar, and what I like to do is I like to have a calendar here. Let me flip to an open month. This is November, so we're coming up on November. I want to be able to look at my calendar and say, okay, this is all of my bills on a calendar. I can visually see the due dates and my paychecks or my husband's pay dates and know what needs to be paid. I also have a goals, priorities, and notes section. So, for example, I wrote, make sure we catch everything up and paid on time. That was our goal. We want to decrease the electricity bill and decrease our credit card usage. Those are our priorities. And then in my note section down here, I wrote, for this is another quote. This is a Philippians quote from the Bible. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. And that's through the NIV translation. That's Philippians 4:13. It's a very famous Bible quote. It's also, I think in the New King James Version, it is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. That's another way that it's said. But I just like to put goals, priorities, and then have a little note section down here. So this is just so I can flip through here and say, okay, this is November. This is everything that needs to be paid. And I can see it all in one place. Okay, so after my bills at a glance section, I have a section called monthly budget. So this is the actual budget. This is another Bible quote. It's Luke 6:38. It says, give and it will be given to you. So we never want to forget that, it is extremely important to give. So I put that here. So here's my monthly budget. I did create this monthly budget sheet on Canva. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Okay, hopefully you can see that okay. But most budgeting sheets have like fixed expenses, variable expenses. They had very little places for bills. So I created this. I wanted a section where we could put our income, our savings, and our giving, and then every single bill that is paid for. Now, of course, I use the calendar on the tab before to help me fill this out. And then I'll put a total at the bottom. But basically, I just wanted something simple where I could see every single bill. Once the bill is paid, we put a check mark here, and that's it. Savings is the next section. So we have savings tracker. In the next section, I put a little piggy here. And I just got these images off of like Word. I just downloaded them and printed them off Word. So this is our monthly savings tracker. Now I just put this blank one in here so that, my business isn't all out there. But this is where I would write the date. I really don't use the description. I would just wrote like what like savings or why I was putting it in the savings. How much? I typically don't use a withdrawal because obviously we're not withdrawing, and then our balance. So this is just an eye visual, once again, to put it down on paper, pen and paper. The next section is my savings challenges. When I started my journey of budgeting, I came across a lot of YouTube channels that do savings in a really fun way. And I came across the idea of savings challenges. And guys, I have to say, I absolutely love savings challenges. They're so fun. They make it fun for you to save. And that's not something that was easy for me, not because I felt like I was stingy or greedy or anything like that, but because I always felt like I never had enough to be able to save. So this is a rainy day fund. I just found this on Pinterest. The idea is, and my husband and I do loosely follow, we did go through the Dave Ramsey, what is it called? Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. We did do that. So some of the concepts in my budget binder do come from that. So if we were to do a $1,000 savings, emergency savings, each one of these spots would be, there's 28 spots here, that would equal $36 a spot. And then you could just color them in. I also have a Christmas savings tracker, which, guys, I printed these blank so that, you know, my business isn't out there on the internet, but I just wanted to show that this is a super fun way to save as well. My kids love, oh, my kitten, hang on. Miko, you cannot be up here. Come on. Get down. Sorry about that. Okay, so my kids love helping me save. They love helping me color these in and things like that. It's just a really fun way to save if you're not used to saving. And then this is just a more plain one here, savings tracker. You would put, what are you saving for? What is the amount that you want to start saving? And then you can put a start date and your goal date if you want to. I wouldn't typically do that. I would put, of course, what I'm saving for, the amount. That way you know how much each one of your little coins are here to save for. And last but not least, I have a miscellaneous savings section. I actually think I need a little bit more tabs here. I didn't put a picture on this one, but these are Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps. And we did go through the Financial Peace University. I actually loved it. It is very like intense. If you follow Dave Ramsey's, you know, plan to a T, where you're eating rice and beans and things like that. It's a he's an intense guy, but I loved his concept, and we are actually doing steps 1, 2, and 3 right now. This is a debt snowball tracker. I absolutely love this. There isn't another way that I would be able to pay off debt. We do not own our home, so if you notice here, it says step number 6, pay off home early, and I wrote buy home first because we rent. So instead of paying off our home early, it would be to pay off our car early because we only have one car. So I would fill out this debt tracker. The idea is to list your debts from smallest to largest. Once your smallest debt is paid off, you would roll that money that you're paying the smallest debt off into the next largest debt. And so you would be paying off your debt smallest to largest. And it gives you a sense of accomplishment. If you started with your largest debt, it's going to take you a lot longer to pay that debt off. And, you know, that's going to be delayed gratification. You're not going to feel like you're doing much of anything because you're putting money into it and putting money into it, but you're not seeing any result. This is an amazing way. I absolutely love it. It keeps all of your debts organized. And I just found this debt, snowball worksheet on Pinterest. I did not create this actual worksheet, but there's tons of them out there. And also this one is from My Financial Hill. I believe that's a blog, but you could create your own, or there's tons of them out there on Pinterest you could find. But this is the best way that I have found personally to pay off debt, and I absolutely love it. I also have just a year at a glance calendar here. Oh, this next one, hang on. It is, hang on. Okay, so this next one is my password keeper. And these are passwords just for like websites to credit cards, or, you know, things like that, that are bank accounts, stuff like that. So these are a password keeper. It is very, very handy. I have them for my kids. I have them for my personal stuff. And then I have one in here for our financial stuff. Okay, so that is it. Excuse me. That's it for our budget binder. There are things I still add to this budget binder as the years go on and I realize, okay, I need something for so-and-so. Then I will either create it on Canva or go look on Pinterest to see if something out there exists. But this is just a collection of our budgets, our debts, everything money in one place, our savings. It keeps me accountable and my husband accountable, and it definitely helps me feel a lot less overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed when it came to money and budgeting and things like that. I found that it doesn't have to be that way. You just do your research and find out the system that works best for you. This took me a lot of time and effort to do, and I thought, if this could help somebody out there, I absolutely want to share that with them, because I know this was an issue that I struggled with. And as parents, as people who work hard for their money, and we want to be able to steward that well. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed seeing my budget binder. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we will see you in the next video soon. God bless. Bye.